We on?
Yeah, we're on.
Why is it going so fast?
Because I'm all zoomed in.
Well, I mean,
Let's get
that
outta
just
here.
watches time pass.
I know. It depends what kind of time you're operating in.
Yeah, that was something they said in Austerlitz, that it was time is our most artificial construction, where it's like the spinning of the Earth don't even influence us that much. The weather is more of an influence. We ought to keep time by weather. That would make a lot more sense than the rotation of the Earth.
Okay.
And then he bailed on that thought, was talking about something else.
Exactly. I was gonna say if it was Sebald time, it could have been all zoomed in like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he like that?
Where he zoomed in?
Is it like Fox? Is it like Bernard? Because I don't think I'd read Bernard when I read Sebald.
In terms of like the rant, like how it goes, like the cascading flow.
But does he keep staying in scene, or is he roaming all over the place?
No, he's all over the
He's all
place.
over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it always comes back to like I was sitting at a hotel bar
does do
where
that.
yeah.
Okay.
So he's always. I mean, you always know where he is listening to the story.
But do you want to get back to the present point? Like with the Nard, you always try. In some, maybe we read differently, but like if he's in the hotel room in Compass, or
Yeah,
if
and then
he's
he
on
goes
the train, you kind of like you're reading, and then you're like, we're gonna get back to it.
Yeah,
Does he
it
use
is
that
like
to drive
we
you?
we know that we're like hearing Austerlitz's life story, right?
Right.
And so we know that there's a story to be
Right,
heard, and
right,
sometimes
right.
he'll go on about
Right.
here was a, but it's really
Right.
about we're figuring out what the story is, but he's just telling his own story.
Right.
And then it's always like, we were in a hotel bar, we walked here, we were in the cab, and Austerlitz didn't say anything when we were in the cab.
But he's he's talking about their friendship over the duration of the time.
He's
And
talking.
Austerlitz life.
Yeah.
Right.
And because Austerlitz is he don't know who his parents is. He just pulled up in. So he finds out in school that his real name is Jacques Austerlitz.
Right.
He'd been going by some Welsh name like David something, spelled all crazy, like spelled all Welsh.
Yeah.
And then he finds out he's Jacques Austerlitz. And then what happens is he starts going blind. He can't understand words. He can't write anymore. He can't understand words. Everything is falling apart. And he realizes the reason that is because he's been blocking out his entire past, right? There's this secret part of himself that he's never wanted to look at, and he's been blocking out his whole life, and it's making him go nuts.
Is it because he was German?
It was because he was
Nazi?
No, he was Jewish in Prague, and when he was a kid, they sent him off to England when he was like 4 years old.
And then he got the Welsh name.
Yeah, and then he goes back to Prague, right? And he pulls up at this house. He finds out there were 12 people with the name Austerlitz, and he pulls up to this house. I think it's the first house he pulls up to. He knocks on the door and was like, did Agatha Austerlitz live here? And the woman was like, oh my, yeah, I was her neighbor and her best friend. And it turns out that this woman he's talking to, who's an old woman now, was his nanny when he was little, and she basically raised him. She was like a teenager in the building, right? And she raised Austerlitz for 3 years.
Whoa.
And she starts speaking to him in Czech, and he hasn't spoken Czech since he was a kid, but he starts understanding everything she's saying. Even though he
so it's like by tapping into the roots of who he is.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He
He's just been there.
and
And the thing about this woman, Vera, her name's Vera. Wow, it is Vera.
Nice.
That's that's great. And that's Nabokov's wife's name, and that's Gabby's other grandma's name.
And also
Vera was going to be Vera for Don Pedro,
but I feel like I might have used Vera before.
That's why it's Hera now.
It's Hera.
Hera's better because her full name's Scheherazade.
Yeah.
And Hera's it's
love
short
that.
for Hera.
Love that.
But so Vera starts telling him about that, and she was so traumatized by his mom getting sent off.
Yeah.
That she preserved everything exactly how it was the day she left.
Wow.
So the apartment looks the same as when he was a kid. And he's going to all these places he was when he was a kid that he doesn't even remember.
Okay.
And then the photograph that's on the cover of the book is she's flipping through something and she finds two pictures. One, might be his parents, and there's like a stage. It's like a play, and his parents might be in the corner. And the other one is him as a boy in a costume his mom made for him. Which I actually think is a picture of Sebald.
I see.
But he's saying it's Austerlitz.
So it's sort of like the journey home to discover
exactly
who you are.
Well, and he's completely broke down, He can't even understand language anymore.
Mm.
You know, so I mean, it's
Because
sick.
he's lacking connection to it.
Yeah, exactly. He's been blocking out his past for. He said he don't listen to the radio. He don't even know anything about the war. You know, because he's just blocked out all that knowledge. He said he knows as much about the war as a barista. You know, at a coffee shop. You know, just from like. You know, not to demean the knowledge of historical, but, you know, just a regular person,
regular person.
You know, what he's heard come in without any study.
Yeah.
Even though it was the defining feature of his life, you know, because it.
Don't know nothing about the Strait of Hormuz.
Don't know nothing because he's from Hormuz.
Yeah.
You know. But, I mean, it's pretty sick.
That's it. Yeah, that's sick.
It's better than Rings of Saturn.
You think?
Yeah, as a novel, I mean, I think Rings of Saturn is super cool, but this feels like an epic novel.
Cool.
And there's no breaks, right? There's no chapter breaks.
Right.
It's just this
There
long flow.
is in Rings of Saturn though.
Yeah, there's 10. It's 10 chapters.
Yeah. I just remember with that how much that made me want to write.
Yeah.
But I got to run it back because I don't remember very well.
Rings of Saturn.
Or just any Sebald.
Yeah, you got to hit Austerlitz.
I got to hit Austerlitz. I'm not gonna hit Austerlitz.
I don't know why I was sleeping on it. I think because it's one of these books that. Like a specific kind of nerd likes,
right?
You know, some melancholically inclined nerd, where it's, you know,
it's so funny. That's actually an interesting vector, where we always say that you like the, you know, just a slight deviation in our tastes.
Yeah.
We always say northern and equatorial.
Yeah,
but it might be a more, but maybe it is this too. But there's like a melancholic orientation versus like a more, I don't know. Exuberant.
Right? True. Like Fosse is
isn't
like
that interesting, and I feel like I am very melancholically inclined.
Yeah.
Maybe
you do like the Fosse is like that, right? But
I
actually,
always like some sad fuck thinking about like Drake.
Yeah.
Just playing.
And I like when the sad, you know, it's you're looking at the sadness, but there's an exuberance about it too. But
right.
But I mean, honestly, the Sebald, I mean. But then when I read something,
we both got to go in the other direction a little more. You got to get a little more contemplative. I got to get a little bit more active.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the two kinds of life, right?
That's interesting. Yeah, exactly. Leah and Rachel.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. Looking at the bigger structure from a little bit of a distance. In a really literal way.
And there's this one sick picture. One picture's so good where they start talking. Cosmologically.
Yeah.
And Austerlitz's best friend in school went to study astrology, and he got obsessed with flying planes.
Nice.
And he was always flying planes, and he's telling the story of they went on this, like, ecstatic trip where he saw, like, the landscape change and this and that.
Yeah.
And it's the only section break in the whole book. There's one, it's like an asterisk.
Yeah.
And it breaks out the section, the last paragraph before the asterisk is, you know, of course, one day those flights would get him. And, like, his friend died in a plane crash, you know. After
like Faulkner's brother.
Yeah, but you're talking cosmologically, and then you're talking about this, like, little...
The plane.
Yeah, like this bar with the billiard balls. They're playing billiards, and then you open the picture, and it's a 2-page picture. Zoom into the billiard balls where they look like planets, and it's a 2-sprayed... Well, I mean, I'll just show you it, but it's pretty sick. So, you know, he goes minute and then cosmological, historical, and he's always talking about the nature too, the weather.
I think somehow keeping the frame of the whole thing in a smaller container.
Look at that.
Oh, that's sick. That's like my damn profile picture. Yeah,
where it looks like
so
Ronaldo
like
showing it.
Yeah.
Our guest on the pod today, we didn't even introduce
exactly, dude. We got Ronaldo here, the GOAT, dude. The chosen one. He let himself go anywhere he wanted after he was done with his king days.
Yeah.
Ronaldo looked funny as hell now playing a celebrity game. Like, damn, Ronaldo, you've been chilling.
But he can still ball,
though.
He
can still ball.
He's in like all the beer commercials in Brazil.
He is?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, he pushing the damn.
I love that dude.
Yeah, he pushing the damn. What a legend, bro. I guess you can do that when you're that much of a legend.
Yeah, and then he just cuts the crazy haircut he gave
we talk about the crazy haircut, the esoteric haircut, dude.
I mean,
yeah, we've been talking about that, the weird aura in the sports that come from the strange circumstance. Like the kooky haircut is a weird, intimidating battle tactic.
It is.
Boxing today had a very interesting esoteric.
That's right. It is. It's scary. It's like I've never seen this before.
Never seen this before.
Like, this guy's weird.
Fucking goddamn.
Yeah, we were watching Usyk and
Usyk
Rico Verhoeven, who that guy can box.
Dutch dude, kickbox. It's because he was raised in kickboxing,
Yeah.
so he wasn't like
He had a kooky style.
He had a kooky style,
and he's a serious dude. He's
Jared McCain.
Yeah,
he got
exactly.
a kooky style. Bro got every color on his fingernails, and you know he's about to do a little TikTok right after the game. So when you're guarding him, you're like, I gotta keep a little bit of a distance from him. He's got a crazy aura, dude.
But then Usyk, he was losing
Yeah.
10 rounds, and then he knocked him out at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, that was wild.
Yeah, that was wild.
But that was it was inspiring. Like, okay,
Yeah.
that when the hero wins, it's
Yeah, it's true.
from a respectful, domineering challenger.
Yeah, he held it down. Sometimes, kooky style work for a sec, but the traditional, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you think about that at all? Like the framing of the whole? Because I feel like I have.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
feel like I have a very. I guess the first one you framed it all around a week,
Yeah.
right? So you're thinking about stuff like that.
And like in the second one, it's all it's framed around the narrator frames the whole thing.
Right.
It's always back to the narrator. But it's good to have the checking in points.
Right, but that has the unveiling of what happened too.
Yeah, true.
as
So
the drive.
it's like a
kind of like discovering the past or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You're discovering the crime.
Yeah.
And that's why a narrator like that. I mean, it's fucking Tristram Shandy where
But
he's telling the story about his uncle's love affairs.
right.
And he never, he's all over. No, I'm talking about Tristram Shandy.
In the frame, the way to frame
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
a certain way. Right, telling someone about your. Yeah, I know. It's just interesting because I feel like I have stock ways I kind of go in.
Yeah. How you mean?
I don't know in terms of framing. If I start conceiving of a larger work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of like, I don't know, just moving kind of like methodically and like journalistically and maybe just like trying to solve one fucking heartbreak or something.
Yeah.
But like somehow like as I like start to just like free write and like come up with like I don't know, just start to orient myself towards like a different flow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the framing a lot, and I am attracted to the idea of just really shrinking the larger frame.
Yeah.
And attempting something like that.
Like Sebald.
I guess I don't remember enough to say that, but it sounds like he does have a little bit more shrunk frame. Just when I'm more thinking about Fosse. Or Bernard.
And
right.
Yeah, that's what
they always shrink the frame.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think I know what you mean by the frame shrinking.
Bernard, Fosse.
Just in terms of like, like we're sitting here now, and then you're discoursing on a bigger thing. Like that's what you mean, shrinking the frame.
Yeah, very literally. Zone 12 hours.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah.
Fucking Fosse exactly.
And he's on
1
the train
week,
trap.
Exactly
trip.
1 week.
Yeah.
And every day is a volume, up until Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. Bernard, bro, gonna be in the wing chair. He gonna get into the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That kind of idea, and then using that.
That's cool.
This sort of mannered flow to go way around it.
See, that's I think what I'm doing with Abolishing Time right now. It's like, I think the frame is like in Rings of Saturn. It's I'm writing this now. Like these are old notes, and like then I go back and it's like, oh, this was a thing that happened in the past, and like I use my aunt's text message in there.
And you used earlier versions.
Yeah,
of the
and
Substack
I'm
draft.
talking about
that did
like
give it another lane.
Yeah, I'm like this is how I used to write about it, but I'm thinking about it differently now. Right. So it's like the whole thing is a developing project.
Right.
But
you also put a lot of them into time. You put a lot of the things into time.
Yeah, you put it back in scene.
You put it back in
and
the
then
scene.
you take it out, and it's like, oh, here's the frame.
Right.
Right. But you got to put everything in scene. That's what makes it a novel.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and he got the nature. I mean, Austerlitz is really good.
He got a good nature.
Yeah. He's always talking about the nature.
Right. That's naturally compelling.
Yeah. But because it's what it does too. It's just all the dimensions of the world. Like you're here, there's the interpersonal dimension here,
right?
And we go a little further out, and there's the rain outside, and then whatever the fuck.
But he does tap whatever the
colors are doing and shit like that,
But he does tap into the nature.
All the time,
of course, right?
All the time.
See, because that's what I was trying to say last time when we were talking about Volman. It's like history plus nature writing.
Yeah.
And he's putting himself into walking in the space.
Yeah.
Just saying it's Amontachi.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But
that's a big part of the fictional world building.
Yeah, exactly. You had it.
Walking around.
What is the
nature.
world? What are the dimensions? See, that's why I'm like, a pet peeve of mine is describing just people's faces and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, at least that's what I think of as something I don't like because I don't
right.
do it much. I think.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But it is that is another way to do it. If you can minutely describe that, and
right.
you know what's good about what I think is actually the strongest part of Eddie's book is, and all of Eddie's writing, he does something that a lot of people, he's so attuned to what people are wearing.
That's definitely true.
And so he's always describing people's outfits in a way that says something about it. And I'm like,
true.
that's something I can't notice at all.
Yeah.
Like, except as the most basic way. Like,
Right.
people are wearing flip-flops in
Right.
Tropicalia.
Right.
But he's like, it's actually like a social this
True.
is what some of them
There's a whole
wearing.
different thing going on.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow, that is, if you can do that, that just adds to the layers of the world.
Exactly. And
So-
you got to figure out what those things are natural for you.
Exactly.
So
So it's
Eddie
like,
does that with food and, and clothes.
exactly.
Yeah.
And describing, you know.
But you don't see. You're not that. I'm not really that interested in that either. Describing the faces.
Yeah,
I'm interested
because
in,
I
like,
don't
the
notice
emotional
that. That's not
yeah,
something I notice.
Exactly.
But if you are like really attuned, like
Right.
if I could describe what you looked like really well,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it would be a useful thing to write about.
Right.
But I just can't do it, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to, you know.
That was Sheila's critique of the Volman profile. Was she was saying I wanted to see more of him in the space and describe
but
things.
maybe it is something that's like a good exercise too. Like, what
Totally.
did Volman look like?
I know.
You know?
I described his outfit. I
Yeah.
described his outfit one paragraph.
Yeah.
But part of it was confusing because there's a video component and a written
Oh, that's true.
component. So
So
I was actually trying to just explain the other two.
Yeah, but maybe
Right.
try to make it an independent thing.
True,
you know,
true,
where it's
true.
like, imagine if this existed without any other components.
Right. The
How
work
would you do
really is putting it in scene, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that if you can do that well enough, then you earn yourself side rants.
Yeah, you can definitely
Right?
go wherever you want.
But I think that when you're kind of like, I don't know. I think when you're trying to describe, you say some real like end of world philosophy shit, then you
Yeah.
start to not describe the scene as much. Like I was
Yeah.
way more in scene in
Yeah.
Fuckboy than like with fucking everything after,
Yeah.
right? When I'm trying to like, you got to just get back into being in scene.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
But so
Yeah.
like Humpty got this sometimes where the narrator just rants for a sec.
Yes.
But then it's like, and the sections are also short that he's just like, and then this was the scene.
Right.
Like every section has a scene. Nothing's a straight up rant.
Yeah.
But because of the frame, he can rant.
Of course.
You know.
Yep.
But it is the scene, and it is.
Yeah,
it's
you
funny
gotta
to
earn
think
your
of. Like,
rants through the
I say I don't
scene.
like visual descriptions, but maybe it's just
Right.
like a crutch because I'm
Right.
not naturally good at it.
But also,
But I did in the part I showed you. I described like my grandma in the casket and what she was wearing.
Yep.
And I'd never done that before.
Yeah,
when I was
yeah,
writing
yeah,
about it,
yeah.
and that was like a totally different thing. But it
Yeah.
actually says a lot about her.
Yeah.
And people were laughing when I read it out loud.
True.
That she was wearing this gold outfit with
Yeah.
gold jewelry. People
Yeah.
laughed. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta push ourselves to describe stuff. That was also the thing Volman said too. It's just like the lack of particular, specific,
Yeah.
unique language
Yes.
is what's getting lost.
Wow. Hey, I mean this fits right into, you know, my haters coming at me on on Reddit saying I'm
Yeah.
writing terrible prose. That's what they were saying, that I was writing terrible prose. In
Ain't nobody on there read your book, bro.
Well, I know they talk about the Substack
They're reading
though.
the Substack.
You know what? The sentence one guy cited was the beginning when I say people, when I say my book's a flop, they unanimously mule with or they sympathetically mule with unanimous sucker or some shit like that, where I was like, you know, just a quick bar I dropped on that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're saying this is like the most idiosyncratic, you know, just this is what prose is good for you? You saying my prose?
It's the laziest shit to say
Well,
ever. And it's
Let me
also
get my thought, yeah.
it's also, bro. First of all, congratulations,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I was
You have
happy.
entered the long Reddit discussion
Yeah.
of a bunch of people who don't know anything about you, and their only goal is to try to feel a little bit better for the next 20 seconds about themselves. But this is what you always, this is what I mean. You know how idiosyncratic you're going in. You know what the reason why you going in idiosyncratically, and you saying something about how the world is by how you're going in, and like, there's a slightly aggressive element of it.
Yeah.
So now you finally get to see the fucking seeds penetrating the new fields.
Yeah.
That they don't even know what's growing right now.
Well, this was someone hit me up on Substack and was like, oh, they're talking about you on Reddit, and he was like, you know, I fuck with you, bro. I think you're funny as hell. And no one gets that you're being ironic with this shit. And one of the things he was talking about, the irony is everyone was talking about me using you as just the letter U.
Yeah.
And someone was like, well, yeah, oh, I get it. You're being ironic. And then this guy was like, they don't get that you're being ironic. The U is not ironic.
I know.
There is nothing ironic about it. Look at this. When we talk about me, I got this monolith to describe it. I got one stack letter to describe it. When we talk about someone else, it's three letters.
Yeah,
it's diffuse.
There you go.
Why not put this block monument up?
I am.
You.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's a big, powerful letter. It's the most powerful capital letter we have.
It's a damn vessel.
It is. It is the vessel.
Yeah.
And there's nothing ironic
what
about
about your?
You
are.
Exactly.
You're the best.
You are.
Yeah, but also your is the fucking something.
It's. I mean,
just like I am is God.
Yeah.
I am is God. I am
Ronaldo
is God.
liked that.
Yeah, Ronaldo nodded at that, dude. Ronaldo fucking. He felt that, bro.
Yo, he's in like a stupor.
Ronaldo's fucking
he can't
10
talk right now.
10 damn. I don't even. What's the Brazilian beer?
Brahma.
Brahma. He 10 Brahmas in, dude. He fucking. Yeah, I saw that too, and I saw the exact same thing. But dude, that's when you.
Not ironic at all.
I know that's when you cooking so esoteric, dude. But it's so good. It's so good for the streets.
You must aspire to the hieroglyph.
Indeed,
Commandment number 4. That's zoom.
Yo. Bang.
Yeah, bang. Bang.
Yo, that's the message is being transmitted.
And you know what's just funny is like
it's penetrating.
There is this weird like subculture of these guys who have such conservative ideas about literature, and it's like, where does this come from that you can't use you?
I know.
And they like these, they got a specific canon of stuff that they favor, which is books I probably like too. They like those Pomo guys and shit like that. But then they're so conservative.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. How you can like this postmodern stuff, this boundary pushing stuff, and then your ideas are so conservative. Is you just don't want anyone newly innovating because you can't do it?
Yeah.
Is that what the idea is?
But that's a unique fucking part of the ethic that comes out of Bologna.
Yeah.
That's part of like the heretical ethic.
Yeah.
Of Austerlitz with his rucksack all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it is like that.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like that, and it's so good to see it penetrate into the streets, and it's so good to see. Yeah.
See, you ain't got a heresy if no one's disagreeing.
That's what
you don't got a heresy.
Bro. You ain't got a heresy. Like it's not fully a code.
Yeah.
There's a method to the madness. It's just logical. It's logical.
1,000,000%.
Yeah. What did John say? Everyone likes, what is it? Fuck. The thing he said about water.
What do you say?
He's like, most literature is like water.
Yeah.
Like, but everyone, you don't want to be serving everybody water.
Yeah.
Everybody likes water.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Like, that's what.
Everyone drinks water.
Everyone drinks water.
You can drink it easily.
Yeah, that's not what we serve.
Yeah, I want to serve some acidic sludge.
Yeah, you want to serve a crazy concoction. Yeah. People fucking don't even know. 2 Celsius a day, your stomach muscles are adapting. You don't know your body goes into some bile. I got a weird potion, bro. Yeah, you hit him with the
bile one time after my surgery. It was one of the most unpleasant experiences of my life.
Yeah, dude, it's terrible.
But sometimes you gotta ingest that.
Well, I mean, it's like ayahuasca. You throw up the ayahuasca, your brain's changed.
Exactly.
You gotta chew up. Yeah, that's how you learn to have taste. Is you can only have taste if you spit some things out.
Exactly, and it's like
I've been on this, dude. Taste style.
Yeah.
We need because right now we're inserting a different taste and style.
Yeah.
This is what and that's why people. It doesn't matter what it is. Can you even just have a taste and a style?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
What is your style? Like you have like a, and you know
it's fucking the algorithm.
Yeah,
because that's not having a style.
No, it's not.
That's something different.
It's not having taste.
It's not having taste. If you just follow, that's
and you're
a marketer.
Well, and by the way, if you're like trying to, you're hating on writers on Reddit, you are not participating in literature.
No.
And you never will. You're on a dead end.
Let's go.
It's like the Cyril Connolly quote where the conditions of your life don't allow you to write a masterpiece. If you're talking shit on Reddit,
I know.
Those life conditions, you will never write anything worthwhile.
I know.
Period.
That's like
Period.
Goodreads. That's like
Big
Goodreads.
period.
If you're a person who's writing a thing on Goodreads, bad.
Yeah, exactly. If you're hating on someone.
I mean, whatever.
But what was funny too is someone was like, I'm honestly not pressed about any of this shit at all.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to see how people think about.
It's sick to
these
get
stuff.
a full
Oh my
full
God,
Reddit thread dedicated
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
It makes
That was
you
great.
realize different. You're like, all right, I'm
That was great.
Yeah.
But someone was like, oh, assuming my book was like my Substack.
Right.
And it's like, I wrote a novel.
Yeah.
And
no.
by the way, 3 years ago. So it's like a novel should be like a stylistic document of Rings of Saturn is not like Austerlitz.
Right. Right.
If you're a real novelist, you're
Yeah.
developing the whole time.
Yeah.
And everything is a different thing.
Yeah.
The Substack is not my novels. A novel is its own thing. It's a
Part of the problem
it
is
has to have walls. It has to be
I know.
contained.
It has to be self-contained. Yeah.
It's one fucking thing.
Well, the problem is the answer to everybody who's trying to like solve some question in the head when they write on Reddit is there's literally only one answer.
Yeah, what's the answer?
You have to read the book.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And then you can decide, or you can even
Yeah.
start to ask your question. That's really the only answer. So it's a bunch of people, and they starting to realize that they just, whatever I do, I'm not going to read the book. It sucks.
Yeah.
Because they don't want no one wants to read the book. No one wants to actually.
Well, no
go
one
out
can
and
even
the
read the post. They don't even read it. They can't read a whole post. And then someone did say in parentheses, they said, I actually like his book though.
Of course. The people who fuck with the fucking ones, the message of the vision, they ain't out here. They ain't out here ripping takes on.
And also,
on
it was saying that I was
hating
angry.
stream.
I was an angry knob.
Chill out, dude. No, don't chill out. But
No.
you can't listen. I mean, chill out. No, you can't.
Just,
yeah,
I like to.
I know.
See what people are saying.
I know. It's funny too. It's funny. Yeah, angry. Nah,
Angry? I wasn't
maybe
angry.
me, dude.
Yeah, I'm angry.
No, but it's also because we operating just in a logic of whatever.
All I care about is
It's like if you
literature.
seem like a dude.
Yeah, well, we're lit bros or whatever.
But I'm saying it's like Adam thinking I'm like a fucking menace.
Yeah,
I'm just a little
you're
fucking baby.
difficult.
You know? Yeah, it's just because of the general presentation.
Yeah.
Humans are like the animals in the woods.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Like,
I mean, I'm like that.
like-
I get that feeling.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Adam said the easiest way to win me over is flattery. Everyone knows that. All you got to do is flatter me, and I'm your. I'm looking at you like I'm hating and I'm talking shit. And then you say one nice thing about me at all, and I'm like,
Ben, just write him a fucking send him a text, bro. Ben Lerner.
Yeah,
he'll be fucking coronated.
You know who's actually good? It's this Lerner dude. Lerner's actually pretty. Yo, have you read 1004? Like, no, you know what? The Topeka school. That shit's underrated.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the Topeka school. Yo, when he go at the end when he goes to the rally.
I love that.
Honestly,
yo, that was
dude,
pretty sick. I'm with her.
I'm with her. Harold got no core. No. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, but
he is a lad. See, no, but you know what we're talking about with the lad? Just like the lad vector. No one understand what that fucking means.
The lad vector.
Yeah, the lad vector. He does have in
you talking about Lerner?
Yeah. In the first one, he is a little bit of a menace.
It's good.
And it's kind of funny. Dude.
I honestly bet I would love it.
And he's on the thing, and he goes up on the roof. He's ripping spliffs.
Yeah.
Coming down.
Yeah. The lad vector. I bet
he got a little bit of a lad vector. He just been in school for so long. Yeah.
But I was telling
funny.
you about Washington Irving outside.
Yeah, exactly. What were you saying about that?
Washington Irving.
Yeah,
who wrote
Irving.
the Legend of Sleepy Hollow and stuff.
That's crazy. I don't even know. Yeah, who wrote that?
I gotta read his shit because I ain't read his shit.
Yeah.
But he was like the first American writer that was popular worldwide, and he was like he was a big time hustler. He was the ambassador to Spain too, so he spoke Spanish, and he was actually going in the archives in Spain and looking at like Columbus's letters and shit like that, reading them in Spanish, and he wrote a biography of Columbus.
Okay.
That turned Columbus into this big hero. It was late 19th century.
Yep,
second half of the 19th century.
It's like 18, the same as Nietzsche.
When was 1492? 1892 is probably when the biography came out.
Nice.
Because it was coinciding with the 400-year anniversary.
Right.
But he's the one who popularized the idea of everyone thought the world was flat except Columbus. That was Washington Irving's idea. No one had said that before.
Oh, wow.
And he put that in the biography, and then, that's taught in little educational videos in school.
Yeah.
But so he was just making up history. So I was like, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do that same as well, making up history. Yeah, exactly. So he wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
He did. He wrote a lot.
I wonder
of
what
stuff.
that came from in a syncretistic way.
You mean? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The Headless Horseman.
Yeah. I wonder what did.
Oh
that.
no.
Yeah.
That comes from
Yeah.
Yo,
I bet you would know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yo,
who would
I
know?
do
You're
know.
asking me?
That
Yeah.
comes from Gawain.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, because what happens is it could not, but there's a Headless Horseman element of it.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
I
or a
mean,
headlessness
yeah.
element because Gawain. He's a Christmas. He comes at Christmas to the King Arthur's table.
Yeah.
On the solstice, the
Mhm.
winter solstice, and then he threatens some guy, and then he chops he loses and he chops his head off.
Yeah.
But the head's still talking.
Yeah.
And he can get his head back like in a year or in 6 months.
Yeah.
So they switch off 6 months.
Oh shit! Really?
So like so they got or something like that.
But so
It's the Green Knight. It's the Green Knight.
The Green Knight is headless.
No, the Green Knight cuts Gawain's head off.
Oh shit!
Or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's probably where it
But it
comes
has to do with
from.
the
I would
sun.
imagine that.
Because the sun gets his head cut off for half
Oh,
the
yeah,
year,
the
and then
sun
it comes
does.
back on.
Yeah, the sun does.
But I wonder if that's related.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yo,
I bet it is.
Who would know like a dumbass
Yeah,
mythical story about the Headless Horseman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah, exactly.